Good morning, everyone. We are presenting assignment 5 for CPA 413 Computer Architecture and Organization. My name is Eros Darby Musa and I am joined by my partner Humphrey Agbalog, and we will be breaking down the architecture of modern computers with multi-core organization. So before we dive into specific models, we need to define our subject. So multi-core organization refers to an architectural design or two or more independent processing units, which we call cores, are integrated onto a single physical integrated circuit or chip. So rather than just making a single processor faster, which creates excessive heat, this organization allows us to arrange multiple processors to work in parallel on the same piece of silicon or device. Okay. So to illustrate this concept, we have selected a specific computer model that perfectly represents modern heterogeneous multi-core architecture. So we are looking at two models. I will be covering the MSI Titan 18HX. This machine is powered by the Intel Core i9-14900HX processor. So unlike older computer models that use identical cores, this system uses a hybrid organization, mixing high-performance cores with high-efficiency cores. Now let's take a look under the system's architecture. So this is the system block diagram for the Intel Raptor Lake HX platform. Essentially, this is the schematic map about the MSI Titan 18HX works internally. So we will be breaking this down into three parts to understand the input-output organization. So if you can see at the top block, the CPU, the box label Intel Mobility CPU represents the i9-14900HX itself. So if you look at the green bars, you'll see the 16 lanes of PCIe generation 5.0. This is a superhighway that connects the CPU directly to the discrete graphics DGFX, which in our case is the NVIDIA RTX 4090. This bypasses everything else for maximum speed. You can also see the yellow bar for the DRAM, which is the pipeline feeding the data to our P cores and our E cores. So second is the bottom block or the PCH. This is the box that at the bottom, the chipset or the PCH, think of the CPU as the brain, and this is the PCH as the spinal cord. So the CPU is too fast to deal with slow devices. So what it does it offloads the management of a USB ports and Wi-Fi to this chipset. And finally is the blue arrow or the link. Connecting the two is the DMI link. This is a crucial concept in architecture because it can be bottlenecked. So all data from your USBs and storage attached to the chipset must squeeze through this single bridge to get to the CPU for an high connection. So in summary, this demonstrates a hierarchical bus organization designed to minimize latency for high performance components. So that complex architecture leads us to these massive numbers, which is 24 cores and 32 threads. So, but however, because this is that MSI Titan 18HX, aren't just kind of mga regular nga random 24 cores. Ano siya? This represents into a heterogeneous organization. So, ang 8 ka course ana kay mo na siya ang P course or ang performance course, and for ang heavy lifting nga buhaton na niya kay mo na siya ang 16 or ang 16 ka E course or efficient course. So mo na siya for background tasks gagamiton. So this system must organize these threads intelligently to ensure that the computer runs smoothly. So this brings us to the positive contributions of this specific multi-core organization. First, we have hardware-assisted task scheduling. Because we have different types of cores, the processors must use the Intel Thread Director. It monitors thread in real time and tests the operating system to put the heavy game on the P core and put the background update on the E cores. Second is the max turbo frequency. So the P cores in this architecture are engineered to burst up to 5.8 GHz. This ensures that the single-threaded legacy apps or high refresh rate games remain snappy and responsive. Next is we'll be continuing is the application or optimization or APO. So this is a policy where the software detects specific games and pins resources to them. strictly minimizing latency. Next is the total power architecture. This system allows for a combined power draw of 270 watts between the CPU and the GPU. This huge thermal headroom ensures that the hybrid architecture doesn't throttle under heavy load. And finally is the high bandwidth data streaming with quad channel DDR5 memory support. The system provides enough bandwidth to feed data to all 24 cores simultaneously, which is essential for tasks like 4K video encoding.
So now let's look at our second model, the IBM Z16 mainframe, powered by the specialized IBM Telon processor. This system is built for an entirely different purpose. Its mission is critical enterprise transactions and real-time AI. While it features 8 cores, its architecture is defined by what's integrated directly onto the chip, a dedicated AI accelerator. This is not a separate card, but it's built right into the processor silicon and connected to all the cores via high-speed interconnect. This unique multi-core organization allows the system to perform AI interference, like fraud detection, simultaneously while processing the transaction itself, achieving real-time AI without any off-chip bottlenecks. The multi-core organization of the Z16 delivers two primary performance contributions. First, its integrated on-chip AI acceleration allows it to analyze transactions for threats like fraud as they happen within the same system, and it eliminates the need to send data to a separate AI server. This enables processing up to 300 billion interferences daily. Second, its unique virtual cache hierarchy means that if one core needs data it doesn't have locally, it can instantly access the cache of neighboring core via the high-speed ring. This effectively creates a massive pooled L3 and L4 cache, drastically reducing memory latency for massive enterprise databases. Beyond raw performance, the Z16's architecture is built for supreme security and reliability. Its quantum-safe cryptography uses advanced and mathematical algorithms to protect data from future threats, even from quantum computers. Its transparent reliability features means it can silently correct errors or migrate workloads away from failing core without any downtime, maintaining the 7 nines of availability required by the global banks. Finally, the on-demand capacity feature allows businesses to pay for extra processing power only when they need it, such as during holiday sales by instantly activating physically present but dormant cores on the chip. So that's all for our assignment. Fine.